Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a really exciting day where we're actually going to be changing it up a little bit on you guys. Yes, I just said that. You didn't get got by any means, but that truck right there is actually what we're not talking about today. Rather, we are talking about the truck that for 3 days only, as you're seeing this video, is overlapping with Sarge 3.0. Are you ready to see it? Are you ready to check it out? Are you ready to know what it is? My OGs that are following the Enthuzst YouTube channel now know that I have the most special place in my heart, that there's one specific truck that started it all, the OG. It has such a special place in my heart, and today we are showing you the latest and greatest 2024 rendition that you get to enter for a chance to win not only with that truck as its ending max entries. Ladies and gentlemen, check out DDG37.
Memphis, man.
So from right now, ladies and gentlemen, you not only get entered for this truck, which I'm about to talk to you guys about, so don't go anywhere, don't click off this video, and give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, but you get also automatically entered for the end of Sarge 3.0. Yes, from the 12th until the 14th of July, entries count for that truck, 30 times entries, and this truck right here. Now, this one you're not gonna wanna miss out on. We have a really exciting giveaway actually planned for DDG38, but we decided that we were gonna throw it back to the roots, throw it back to the OGs, and do something really exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the K2XX 2016 LML Duramax, baby. You guys know that I'm super hype, I'm super nostalgic, I'm so fired up about this video because this truck right here, and this platform, I should specify and say, is basically what kicked off the entire last decade of my life, and I'm so pumped about it. So I should probably shut up now and just start filling you in. So check out this murdered out, super clean, super minimally inspired, super functionally built LML Duramax that not only just looks fantastic in its oh so murdered out form, but it also happens to make somewhere around in the neighborhood of 800 horsepower through a setup that you are going to love to feast your eyes on right under that hood. Guys, this is DDG37. This giveaway runs for 30 days. Like I said, you can enter for not only this thing and $30,000 cash and get 30 times entries, but also that truck and $50,000 cash with that trailer until July 14th at 12 a.m. is when it all ends. So you might want to act fast. Tap that link below. But after the video, let's talk a little bit about this thing right here. You could call it the Murdermax, which we might do that. The Murdermax is kind of cool. I don't know if that's appropriate in today's day and age, but who cares? We're not here to conform to the norm. We are here to set you guys up with absolutely well done, tastefully modded trucks that you can do whatever it is that your heart desires. And this one really pulls on my heartstrings because the K2XX body style chassis is just oh so impeccable. This is ultimately the LBZ of the modern era Duramaxes because these things were just so well done in every single way, shape, and form. And you can tell we set this one up with some very special modifications that we're going to get into right now. Now, I'm going to pop the hood. I'm gonna tell you guys all about what's under there because, of course, these things are becoming fleeting and rare in so many different ways, and that's what makes this one so special and so unique. But let's start from the back today. We're gonna change it up a little bit so that way you guys can get a view for two. First and foremost, this is an Onyx Black LML 2016 Duramax, and it is so clean. Now, of course, it's fully murdered out, and we decided to do a tasteful complement of black plastics and paint matched on this truck. We did not want to go fully paint matched because a little bit of contrast is key in every single build. And if we went fully paint matched, then all of this stuff would blend together and it wouldn't have much paint match. So the black plastic in that kind of matte satin really kind of complements and accentuates some of the characteristics around this truck. Starting in the back, we've got ourselves the greatest golden mod of the K2XX body style, and that is a set of 1500 taillights that have been paint matched around the exterior, paint matched on the interior from our great friend and true enthusiast, Phil at Fast Headlights. You guys can check him out right here. I'm gonna put his Instagram up there. Check him out, order your lights through him, let him know that we sent you, and he might just give you a special little token of $1 concession appreciation. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So you've got your 1500 style taillights in the back. We're gonna pop them taillights on real quick. that have the C-shape LED, of course, and act as your turn signal as well. They look absolutely fantastic. Now you can see the setup's breathing through a nice 5 to 7 inch exhaust tip on the back. That's a fun little teaser of what's up front. Oh my goodness, how could I be so silly, guys? I almost forgot to tell you, this truck from the factory is fully loaded in every single way, shape, and form, all the way down to the spray and bed liner, sliding rear window, and of course, a sunroof. It's got all of the assistance packages that came equipped in 2016. Now, let me just shut up real quick. I'm waiting for an oh so iconic hissing sound, but I'm not hearing it. Is anybody with me? Is anybody picking up? Is anybody kind of cueing into these harmonious sounds? I wonder what's up under the hood. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Now, of course, it has remote start, as I just demonstrated, which is absolutely fantastic on those hot and cold days, because it will pick up and turn on the AC or the heat respective to the climactic temperatures that are in your environment. All right, cruising on up. This thing sits leveled out to the rear, so front leveled up to the rear on a set of Cognito upper control arms. I'll show you guys those in a minute. And it's got a Banks diff cover there in the back. As you can see, it's got its fin, cooling, convection, etc. Rolling around on a set of Fox 2.0 with reservoir shocks, boom, right there. And its shoes are oh so critical, probably one of my most favorite wheels ever by American Force, which is the American Force Nemesis Concave SSH. Awesome wheel. They are gloss black, 22 by 12, rolling around on a set of 33, 14.5, 22 Fury MT. These are the Country Hunter MTs, great tires, and they really give a fantastic bubbled out stance to the 22-inch wheel versus that of an exact 12.5 wide tire, which doesn't give you as much sidewall. This one certainly set up for form and function, and it's a great suitable setup overall to become the perfect daily driver. I think I have so much credibility to say that because I've owned so many of these things, not only on 12, but also 14 wides, and this setup goes super, super hard. Blacked out badges on the side, fully paint matched fender arches to go around, obviously on all 4 corners. Boost Auto Parts mirrors, paint matched with Boost Auto Parts switchbacks, all white LEDs, as you can see, switchback there. We've got white LED cab lights from Fillet Fast headlights up top. And then of course we have a set of 1500 style headlights on this truck. Now, the 1500 style OEM headlights are extremely hard to find. So these ones happen to actually be Morimoto, but they were fully built by Phil, fully paint matched all the way down to the innards. So they were split and resealed. He just does a fantastic job. You can see they have turn signal capability and they look absolutely badass in so many retrospects across this entirely paint matched front end on this GMC. Now, of course, it's got its 2016 style L5P grille, so it's actually not notorious for 2016 LML. This is the L5P style grille. Really kind of brings out the more aggressive front end, fully paint matched bumper. And of course, these are the Morimoto XB fog lights. They look fantastic and it really completes the overall white lighting package with the exception of course, the rock lights that run from front to back. This thing looks so menacing at night. I can't wait for you guys to see some more videos that we end up putting out. Woo, that was a mouthful. We've got blacked out badges, Duramax up top, Denali HD here, Enthusiast bullet antenna, which are back in stock on the website. I know you guys have been very excited about those. Crossing back over to the side, we've got 35% windshield tint with a 5% brow up front and then 5% window tint on the side. So this thing really kind of succumbs to that like Murdermax persona. I think it kind of fits. If you guys have any comments about what we should call this thing is DDG37, of course, drop them below. And if we see some down there that are way better than the not so original now coined phrase Murdermax, we can 100% entertain those. So drop your comments below and everyone rank up and thumbs up your favorite comment. As I had said, Cognito upper control arms up front with the sealed ball joint Fox 2.0s and a set of Whirly custom fab track bars on the side. Ooh, man, I'm seeing a big old exhaust buried up under there. I know I'm really holding out on you guys, but I gotta say the absolute best part of this truck for last. Now, it's important to note on the inside, this Denali is murdered out. These things with tan interior are cool, they're gracious, they're badass, but not as badass as a blacked out interior. You kinda can't beat it. Power folding mirrors on this truck, as you guys can see. You've got the iconic customizable Denali digital gauge cluster in the middle, of course, with the analog gauges, which I am just kind of falling in love with. I know the new digital dash, like digital cockpits are the latest trend, but truthfully for the OGs, you kind of can't beat the red Denali gauges. It's kind of hard to replace those. Heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats. I'm gonna turn them on because it is hot. Adjustable pedals, parking sense, lane departure warning, and an exhaust brake, which unfortunately is disabled, but it's for a very good reason, and I'm going to get into that shortly. Rock light switch, as per usual, is right down here, so you guys are reminded of that when you're getting out of the truck at night. Interior is in great shape in this truck. I love the accented stitching, and truthfully, one of the greatest parts about this very body style is the size of the truck. These new ones, 2020 Plus, are these big boxy vehicles. They're great, they serve their purpose. It is obviously the newest thing, the trendiest thing, what the manufacturers are going after, but these trucks right here are like the perfect balance of small and compact and navigable, but also big and industrial and rugged enough to hook up to a trailer of that size if you want, and rip it to wherever it is that you want to go. If you want to do a boat, if you want to register this thing in your business, tow around a dump trailer, a car trailer, an enclosed trailer, a deck over, a gooseneck, anything under the sun is capable, or just the car seats for the kids in the back. Yeah, boys, that's what I'm talking about. All right, look, I don't want to delay this situation anymore. It is time that we talk a little bit about what's under the hood. That happens to be controlled by this ever so fancy switch that's in the center console. It's black, it's like mounted into the plastic, and it goes from like 180-degree perspective, and all of a sudden this thing does some really interesting things. Happens to be a switch on the fly tuning for, dun, da, da, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the compound turbo setup on the truck that now you have a chance to take home. And again, guys, the overlapping entries for this truck and that truck only go for 3 days, so you're gonna want to take advantage of it before this double dip opportunity disappears, because that giveaway is coming to an end on the 14th. So boys and girls, this is what could be your new compound turbo, murdered out 800 horsepower Denali Duramax HD. Damn, that sounds fantastic. You just need to say that yourself, because it just radiates. It just sounds so good. All right, so I'm gonna hold the camera up here and show you guys that we have a full compound turbo setup from none other than Whirly Custom Fab, and it runs incredibly well. This setup right here is done to a T. All right, so this is an S366 Borg-Warner fixed vane turbo over an S472. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Atmospheric is a 400 series turbo. The Valley Charger is a 300 series turbo, non-VGT. So you no longer have the exhaust brake, but like I said, it's for very good reason. It makes 800 horsepower. You can't really argue that. And if you're gonna complain, don't even complain, because everyone's just not really gonna agree with you, I think, at the end of the day. Or if you win the truck, you can take it all out. I'm sure somebody in the comments will probably want to take it, but that's besides the point. Now that right there is a compound turbo setup that I could stare at all day. It is powder coated gloss black with gloss red accents to, of course, match the traction bars on the side of the truck. To complete the Whirly setup, we've got the Y-bridge in here with the vibrant clamps. As you can see, these things are mounted to not go anywhere. You've got the Whirly Custom Fab expansion tank over here, and of course the upper radiator hose. There has been a battery relocation from this battery. It now goes over to the frame rail to get out of the way for this big old snail right here. Whirly Custom Fab down pipe that goes to a 5-inch exhaust. Of course, the whole bridge pipe is heat wrapped because this thing puts off a little bit of heat, as you can imagine. And then of course you have a turbo blanket there between the 300 series turbo and the firewall. Woo, boys, is that not exciting or what? Now, supporting mods are important to mention. There is a Fast 165 that feeds fuel to the entire setup. The injection pump on this thing, notably, has been upgraded to a 10mm CP3. That way the engine is getting as much fuel as it possibly can, and it is actually dripping and sipping that fuel through a set of 50 over injectors. So not only do you have the air, you have the fuel to support the air. Now, as far as transmission and drive lines go, there has been an upgraded converter and a few other transmission mods to, of course, help to aid and embed all of that power directly to the ground. And I'll tell you what, I've been driving this truck like all day, and it is so unbelievably smooth. The chargers just spool. This thing just gets up and goes. That smaller 300 series turbo in the Valley spools a lot quicker than that of a 400 series. And then of course, at the top end, you get that S400 series turbo to really kind of carry you through the RPM range. And it is so unbelievably buttery smooth. And man, when that big turbo starts howling, I kind of just shut up and listen, truthfully. because that's the thing to do. Now, it happens to also have a set of ARP head studs in the valley, so that way it really kind of just holds things down with a little bit of the added drive pressure. And ultimately, the only thing that's truly missing is a new driver, because I can't be that person forever, unfortunately, although I would love to make this thing mine personally. It's just, unfortunately, the way these things work is you get entered for it and you're drawn by the third-party sweepstakes agency as the winner, it's yours, and you get the cash. It is quite literally that simple. All right, we'll fire back up here. I don't know if there's a better sound, although the variable vane turbos sound like whistle missiles, the throaty, lopey, angry sound of a fixed vane charger, not only one, but two, it's kind of hard to beat, guys. You're gonna have to drop some comments below. What do you prefer? Do you want a whistle missile, or do you want an angry, soul-snatching, fixed vane charger setup like this? Because, I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but this one's actually up for grabs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, my mic almost just fell off. That would have been bad, but we have a lot more filming to do tonight. So, look at homie. Look at him go, look at him go. We are about to head on out and depart with not only this truck, but that truck to cap as much attention as we possibly can. I drove that truck earlier throughout the day. I'm gonna choose to drive this truck a little bit more tonight as we finish up doing some of the filming for our paid Facebook ads. But look, guys, what do you think about DDG37? Drop some comments below. Look, I know I came in super hyped, but I am so unbelievably excited about this truck that's going to be interim until DDG38, which you guys are just gonna be absolutely mind blown about. Something huge is looming in the horizon, and truthfully, the new look of Enthuzst, of course, being these crazy setups that you guys can win. We're not gonna forget where we came from. This is our roots. Ultimately, we love this community in so many ways, shapes, and forms, but we're so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to grow into setups like this, to truly carve an area out in this industry further, even more so from when we got started, all thanks to you guys. We could not appreciate the support anymore. Love y'all as always. Grab some entries for these absolutely insane setups, and we'll see you in the next video.